got some motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old guys on the block.
All right, so let's go on the record in the matter of G&M Development LLC versus Ray Henderson, 2501970. And appearance for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Sims on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, thank you. And sir, your name for the record, please.
Ronald Ray Henderson, II, Your Honor.
Thank you. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today's the date scheduled for an in-person bench trial on this matter. And my notes from the last time you all were here are as follows. Well, first, there's other individuals in the courtroom. Are any of those individuals in the courtroom expecting to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Nancy Pascuzzi with the city of Riverview is here in the courtroom.
Okay.
Testifying. And then my client, George Mazer, who is the sole member of G&M Development.
Okay. And sir, do you have anybody, the person here, is that person, are you intending that person to testify?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. That's
No, just,
my wife, and she just come in for support.
oh, for support. Okay, okay. So Ms. Pascuzzi is going to have to go out into the lobby until it's her turn to testify. Okay? All right. Okay, so, a couple things. Number one, I want to just see if we can make sure that we are nice and succinct in what the issues are. Because Mr. Mazer had his attorney file this action that that they want to terminate the lease. And not for any unpaid money or otherwise, but because the plaintiff wants to end the lease, claiming violations of the lease, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Henderson, you are denying those violations, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So what is the specific portion of the lease, Mr. Sims, that is alleged to have been violated?
Your Honor, there's 4 specific sections of the lease that are that we are alleging have been violated. The first one, paragraph 3, the third paragraph of paragraph 3, permitting on the first page, failure to obtain a permit, a business permit,
Okay.
not in compliance with the city.
Okay. What's the next one?
Paragraph 11, which is regarding the insurance of the property. The tenant has failed to procure and keep in effect public liability and private damage insurance, in addition to the plate glass insurance.
Plate glass insurance? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the next one?
The next one is paragraph 14, care of premises. Currently, my client discovered that the power has been off in the property with no heat or electricity in the building or in the unit. In part, going back to paragraph 3, the permit requirement, this one indicates that there's failure to obtain a certificate of occupancy with the city in addition to applying for a business permit.
Okay.
And then the last section, I believe, is paragraph 31, which is the requirement to pay $1,000. Tenant required to pay $1,000 non-refundable security deposit when lease is signed. That has not been completed as well, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Mazer, your name for the record, please.
George Mazer.
Step up for the record, sir. When you say your name, please, sir. Can you spell your first and last names?
George Mazer, Georgemazer.
Okay. And Mr. Mazer and Mr. Henderson, I'm going to have you both please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Mr. Henderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mazer?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, we're going to try to keep it a little bit less formal. So if you both would like to have a seat, that's fine. Okay. So Mr. Cox, Mr. Sims. So sorry.
Okay.
The date that the lease began was August 1st.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. And so what is the business, Mr. Henderson, that you run at the property?
INT Home Improvement, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
INT, like I as in ice, N as in Nancy,
Oh.
Terry,
Okay.
Home Improvement
Okay.
.com. I'm sorry.
And how long have you been at that property, sir?
Since August the 21st, Your Honor.
Since August 21st. Okay.
Was the day that I signed the lease.
Would you agree with that, Mr. Mazer?
The lease is ready August 1st. That's,
I didn't ask when it was ready.
Yeah.
Please, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to advise you both.
yeah,
When I ask a question, please answer only that question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? So, August 21st, is that when the lease was signed?
yes,
Okay. Did you move in the same day it was signed, Mr. Henderson?
Yes, ma'am, we started to.
What?
Yes, ma'am, we started to move in.
Oh, you started to, that's okay. I thought I heard you showed it to him, so I was not clear
I'm
with that.
country, Your Honor. Sorry about this country slur.
No, that's okay. Okay. I'm going to try to start with the easiest one. We'll see where we go. Did you pay the $1,000 security deposit?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay. We have agreement on that. So, is there a reason, sir, that you did not pay that security deposit as agreed upon in the lease? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the reason that you did not pay the security deposit?
Your Honor, I gave Mr. George $500 and he took $500 and we signed on it. He was supposed to receive the next $500 a week later. So that was our agreement to sign that on the lease.
Okay, well, that's not on the lease. So you have to love side agreements that are not commemorated in writing. So you paid $500 of the security deposit.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you pay the other $500?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. When I went to pay it, he was trying to kick me out of the property.
Within 1 week?
Yes, ma'am. I have the dates and everything.
Okay, just 1 moment. Mr. Mazer, was there a conversation between you and Mr. Henderson regarding Mr. Henderson paying the security deposit in 2 payments?
yes.
Oh, perfect. We have agreement on that. That's actually a very
In two,
unique and rare occurrence that occurs sometimes. So,
I signed the lease with him that day, and then, we started small talk and got carried away. I would never sign the lease had he not given the security deposit. So he gave me 500. He said he started a new bank account. Funds are gonna clear in a couple of days. This is a Wednesday. He said, pay me by Friday. Haven't heard a word from him. I tried calling him and texting him, haven't heard a word from him.
I mean, you haven't heard a word from him
Yeah, I called.
since then? I'm talking about the security deposit.
Security deposit, I've been texting him or calling him.
Okay. Okay.
Call him or return.
So, sir, when did you first, decide you wanted Mr. Henderson to relocate?
Probably a week or so after I couldn't get a hold of him for the other half, the security deposit.
Okay. So, Mr. Henderson, is there anything in the lease that says that you do not have to pay the full $1,000?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay. So, did you, okay. So, see, you didn't pay the other half of the security deposit. And since you didn't pay the other half of the security deposit, Mr. Mazer didn't want to continue with the lease. So, that's, I'm going to presume, the first breakdown in this relationship.
Can I speak, Your Honor?
What's that?
So I did call him to receive the money, but he had changed the locks on the on the door.
When did you call him about the other $500?
I called him like several days.
No. I want to know an exact date.
I don't have an exact date, but I can get it for you if you give me a second.
Sure.
Your Honor, my client would like to say something.
I will give him an opportunity in just one moment.
Thank you.
You should be able just to put in Mr. Mazur's phone number or his name and then click on details and all the calls will show up.
Yes, I had to wait on the phone to turn on, Your Honor.
Okay. While you're looking for that, Mr. Mazur, did you change the locks? Yes or no?
Yes.
What day did you change the locks?
Roughly a week and a half after we signed the lease, after he didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna get to next questions in just a moment. So about a week and a half later.
Yes.
So by frame of reference, 1 week later would have been the week before, the week of Labor Day weekend. So, so the 21st was a Thursday. The 28th would have been the Thursday of Labor Day weekend. So would it have been before or after Labor Day weekend?
I'm gonna try to find a receipt for a locksmith.
Perfect.
So a locksmith come out on the 28th, Your Honor.
So 1 week after, so the locksmith came out on August 28th.
Yes.
Did he come up that day? Or was it the day you contacted him? Will be out the same day?
Yeah, I believe it came out that same day at 28th.
Okay, and so, did you have any communication with Mr. Henderson prior to August 28th?
You speak with Mr. Anderson, August 28th.
I've tried,
It's yes or no?
no, I
You
have,
have 0 text messages between you and Mr. Henderson between August 21st and August 28th.
just text.
Okay, so sir, when I say, did you talk to him? Okay, let me clarify. All right, because I'm not necessarily meaning verbally speak with him. Was there any communication between you and Mr. Henderson between August 21st and August 28th?
Can I look at my record real quick?
Yes, if that's what you need to answer my question.
Yeah. I've had quite a few times trying to get a hold of him.
I don't want any extra comment, please.
No, so there's nothing.
He said, I'll call you tomorrow, but I never called.
I don't know what you're referring to.
These are texts from August 21st
August
to me
21st.
to sign.
Yeah.
And then the next text.
Okay, I need, okay,
I know,
since we have a record, I need specific information regarding what you're referring to, counsel.
you're right. Apologies. So in this text communication from Mr. Henderson to my client, George Mazur, there was a text August 21st where both people were communicating about meeting to sign a lease.
Please read it verbatim.
Hi, Ray. Do you want to meet at the property in Riverview to sign the lease and give you the key? Yes, please. Okay, I will see you at 6 in Riverview to sign. Thank you. Great. That was great, was Mr. Henderson. The next text was from my client on Friday, August 29th, asking for him to call when you get a chance.
Okay, so the next communication from either one of the two was Friday, August 29th.
Via text. I don't know about your phone records if you called him during that period of time.
And my God.
Give me 1 second.
Mr. Henderson, did you find what I asked you to find?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
I made a call to Mr. George on Saturday, August the 30th.
okay, what happened between August 21st and August 28th? Did you contact Mr. Mazur at any point during that time
Yes, ma'am, through via text, Your Honor.
via text?
Yes, ma'am.
What date?
The date, you said, starting on the 21st?
Yeah, okay, let me clarify. After August 21st, when the lease was signed, did you text Mr. Mazur between August 21st and August 29th?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
What day?
August 21st. when he said the text that he read.
Okay, after that text message, was there another text exchange between you and Mr. Mazer between after the one that was already read through August 29th?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that date?
The 29th, August the 29th.
Okay,
It says, "Hey, George, call you tomorrow morning." And that was Friday, August 29th.
okay, can you show that to Mr. Sims, please?
So this is the text in response to him asking for you to call him on the day after.
Yep.
On the 28th, my client called,
The
or the 29th,
29th.
said, call me when you get a chance. You said you'd call him the next day. Call him tomorrow morning.
Okay,
And then,
so let me ask this question. Did you at any point call Mr. Mazer between August 21st and August 29th about the other $500? That's what I think that's what you're looking for on your call log.
No, ma'am, this is the last time that I talked to him on the 29th, saying that we were talking one.
Okay,
And can I say that, I'm sorry.
so just one moment. So between August 21st and August 29th, there was not any, please keep your hands out of your pockets, sir. There was not any communication between either one of you between August 21st and August 29th after the initial text exchange that was read. Is that accurate, Mr. Mazer?
We've had texts on the 28th where he was supposed to call, and he never called, and I texted him back
on the 29th.
On the 29th.
Yes.
So there was not any communication August 28th.
Nothing between after August 21st, the next communication was August 29th, my client asking for a chance to speak with Mr. Henderson, then a follow-up text on the 30th saying you're supposed to call me, Mr. Henderson saying I apologize, call you, and then that's the communication of the month of August.
Never did.
Okay. So prior to the August 29th, you changed the locks on August 28th. Accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's problematic.
Was it the 28th I changed the locks?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you testified to, sir. Okay, so, Mr. Henderson, when did you gain access back into the property?
Your Honor, can I look at my note right quick and give it to you? real
Yes.
quick? On 09, 02/25, Your Honor.
Okay, September 2nd of 25, and how did that occur?
The way it occurred, Your
I'm sorry, pause just a moment.
Yes.
Is that accurate, Mr. Mazer?
I believe so.
Okay, and so how did that occur, Mr. Henderson?
Your Honor, I went to open up the building to go do some work at the building, and the key didn't work. So I called Riverview Police Department. Said, "Hey, look, I got a lease."
Why would you call the police department and not contact your landlord?
Well, I did, and he already had sent me. Well, I looked online about situations you should do if a landlord changes your locks on you.
No, hold on. When you got to the property and the key didn't work,
Okay.
who did you contact first?
Well, I called the police department so people wouldn't think I'm trying to break in the building. I'm an African-American young man.
Well, why wouldn't you contact your landlord first if the keys didn't work?
Because they worked the day before, Your Honor, so I'm knowing that he the one that did something to the locks. So,
How would you know that? You're just assuming that.
well, he sent me text messages saying he did.
Oh, okay. When did that text message get sent?
September the 2nd, Your Honor.
What does the message read? Actually, show Mr. Sims, please.
It says, "Hi, Ray, I will be in Riverview today for you to get your stuff out of my building. Please be there at 2 p.m.
Okay. So Mr. Mazer should not have changed the locks at all. You don't have that right, sir. You had entered into a lease with somebody, and I'm sure your attorney already informed you of that. Mr. Henderson you still had an obligation to pay the other half of the security deposit. But I gotta tell you, the lack of communication between you two is not great. Or is a problem, I should say. Is a problem. Because, sir, before you shouldn't have even changed the locks. If the balance, first of all, you shouldn't have signed the lease if you didn't have the full security deposit. That's the first thing. You signed the lease without having the whole security deposit. So now that's a risk you have now taken. You then can't go in and change the locks because Mr. Mazer didn't pay the other balance of the security deposit. I mean, Mr. Henderson. And Mr. Henderson, Mr. Mazer changing the locks does not negate your balance of the security deposit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you at any point after September 2nd pay the balance of the security deposit?
Your Honor, I tried to,
Yes or no?
no, he wouldn't receive it.
Mr. Mazer, did Mr. Henderson attempt to pay the balance of the security deposit?
No, never once. We had no communication because he wouldn't reply. Not once has he tried to pay the security deposit. Not once. So like I told you, he said he opened up a new bank account. It's gonna take him 2 days to clear the funds. We signed it on Wednesday. He said he'd pay me by Friday. That's when communication cut off. He was
Well, sir, the 21st was a Thursday, not a Wednesday.
Thursday. Well, he said that by Friday, I'll get you the other half. And Friday.
Well, that wouldn't be a couple days for anything to clear. So the next day wouldn't.
It was the next day then. He was maybe.
Okay, Mr. Henderson, have you been operating out of that building?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. I just got stuff. I have my stuff stored there.
Okay,
So it's not open for business. I'm not there. I got my tools sitting there.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Mazer has asked for you to relocate from the property. He's not asking for any money damages, right? He wants you to move your stuff from the property. Are you objecting to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
because I didn't get a fair shake at having my building. And there's a bunch of things that happened in between that kind of, was off.
Sir, you didn't pay the entirety of your security deposit.
Your Honor, I tried to give it to him in front of the police officer.
What date? Ma'am, stop shaking your head, please. What date did you try to give him the money?
The second.
Of September?
Yes, ma'am. You can ask the officer. He was cussing me out. I couldn't get a word in. And I'm like, man, this is not fair. She's like, well, you guys gonna have to go to small claims court to take care of this.
And now, is that your defense exhibit A?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have a copy of that, Mr. Sims, the police report?
I don't, he dropped off a copy of my office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's a copy already marked A. We can just give that to you. All right, this is September 2nd at 12:27 PM. Okay, this doesn't really tell me what Mr. Mazer was saying. It gives me a good idea that Mr. Mazer was being a bit territorial, perhaps, of his property. So, Mr. Mazer, if Mr. Henderson moved his property into the building, right? He moved his property into the building, correct? Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay. So if he moved his property into the building and he was legally permitted to be there, and you were not legally permitted to change the locks, did something else occur within that time frame that you no longer wanted to rent to Mr. Henderson?
Pretty much the time frame it took him to pay me my other half security deposit, which I never received.
Well, it appears, sir, as though you didn't want to accept it.
No, he never once offered back that he never said he had the money for security deposit. If he had said that, I would have got the security deposit and we could have moved forward. He never paid me the other half, never made any attempt to pay me the other half.
Okay. Mr. Henderson, do you have any communication via text message or otherwise with Mr. Mazer regarding desiring to pay the balance of the security deposit?
Let me check your owner. I did tell him right in front of the officer that came out. Well, let me see if it's put it in text. Your Honor, I have text messages stating that he was trying to give me my $500 back. And I already had told him that I was gonna give him the other 500 because when I,
Okay, my question, well, I doubt that, given how this has all played out so far, I can't imagine Mr. Mazer was going to give you back $500.
I got the text message right here, Your Honor. I wouldn't lie.
What date? I'm not suggesting you lie to me, sir. What date is that?
This is,
Yeah.
I think it's on the second.
September 2nd, Your Honor, is the communication.
Okay, so Mr. Sims, if you can please read it.
Yep, I can. The communication from September 2nd, after the communication about, hi Ray, I'll be with you today to get your stuff out of the building, please don't. Hi George, that's not going to happen. I'm not letting it happen, so let's get ready for court. Already started the lease, you're trying to do things legally. Not gonna happen. I already cleaned the building and started painting, not gonna happen. It's gonna be a storage facility for your stuff. We'll go to court if that's what you want.
I'm sorry, counsel, I need you to say who's saying what. What, text from whom?
George Mazer is responding. I'm going to be a storage facility for your stuff. We will go to court if that's what you want, but you're being a fool. I'm going to give you your $500 back in washing my hands of this deal. Mr. Anderson, no, I'll gain legal entrance to the building myself. You think you're the foolishness one thinking I was going for that. My client, I don't want you as a tenant. You've got to get your stuff out. Mr. Henderson, not gonna happen. That was the last communication that is in any text record that my client has, and that's what I have in this phone until Monday of this week.
Okay, great. So apparently I was the foolish one thinking that this was going to be the easy provision that you spoke about.
You and I as well, Your Honor.
However, I will say that I really think that this was the right one to start with because quite frankly, I don't think we can even address the other ones because I don't know that your client, that Mr. Henderson could even obtain insurance if he can't even access the building, first of all. And I also don't know if he would be able to comply with the lease regarding any licensing with the city or otherwise, because he can't even gain access to the building. So apparently this was the correct provision to start with.
Your Honor, he's been in possession of the building since September 2nd.
How?
He's had possession. He has had sole possession of that building. He got possession back that day. On September 2nd.
Okay, so you have possession of the building?
Yes, Your Honor, can I explain?
Just one moment.
Yes, sir.
So you have possession of the building and you've been utilizing the building.
Correct.
No, I haven't been using the building because
Why not?
he was coming to court. So I didn't move forward with anything because the officer had told us, you guys got to handle this in small claims. I didn't want to get the building open and everything, and I hadn't been to the courthouse yet to figure out what the court of the law was going to do about this regarding the situation. So I didn't apply for a COO. I didn't do anything because I knew we was going to court.
Okay. I just have to try to understand. So you don't want to move. You still want a landlord-tenant relationship with an individual that the two of you can't even communicate. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, here it is, Your Honor. I left my old building to come to this establishment, and it takes a minute sometimes to find buildings, you know?
I understand that.
So like, I just thought it was done all wrong. I just wanted to see what the court of the land was gonna say about it. And like, how you were gonna advise us to move forward.
Well, here's what I would say. This is not a great relationship and that you should relocate because I see nothing but problems moving forward if you wanted to continue with the lease. Mr. Mazer does not want to continue with the lease. You didn't pay him the full security deposit. And Mr. Mazer shouldn't have changed the locks. So what I would say is this. That you would have some time, reasonable time, to move your items out of the property.
Sorry.
And that Mr. Mazer would not interfere with that. Mr. Mazer would return your $500 since he locked the building illegally, changed the locks illegally. And then you're both done. You're done. That's what I'm saying should happen.
Can I have 1 second?
Sure.
I'll discuss something. Wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. She just stepped out in the lobby,
She
but
stepped
yes.
out. Okay.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'll be right back. Your Honor.
That's fine. We'll go off the record for a moment.
No.
Okay, so let's go back on the record. Okay, so we're back on the record in the matter of oops. 2501970. Okay, and so, sir, you wanted to speak with your wife about something.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to. Yeah, she said that she'd rather go that route with it if we could just get like a sufficient amount of time
Okay,
to get our things out. It's Christmas time. It's kind of hard to kind of.
okay,
Possible,
so in what is your proposed time frame?
When I look at my calendar,
Sure.
if I could have like to the 5th, Your Honor,
Of January?
just know that would give me plenty of time to find out.
Okay. What is your proposal?
He's asking for a month.
No, I'd like 10 days. I leave for Florida for the winter, December 27th, and I want to be done with this deal before I leave for Florida. Make sure the building's secure. Like I said, I hadn't turned the heat on Wednesday. The locksmith back out there, I didn't know that he had no power heat on. I was afraid the pipes are gonna burst. He's in the middle of 3 units. So the pipes burst, he's gonna damage both units.
No, sir, I understand that. I also
I'm,
understand someone's position when they don't want to move forward when there is a pending legal action. I can appreciate that, right?
I'm only giving 15 days.
You leave on the 27th, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to indicate you have 21 days, sir. That's the 26th
Okay.
of December.
Okay.
All right. Because Mr. Mazer has a valid point. He's not in town to make sure his property is secured or whatnot. So you have until December 26th. Then Mr. Mazer, then it gives you an opportunity to go and check things out before you leave. Then Mr. Sims, we will adjourn this matter. Everybody can appear via Zoom for that if we need to. But I'm presuming that if Mr. Henderson is out by the 26th, that you're submitting an order of dismissal.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. And if he's not out by December 26th, then you'll all have to reappear, and I'll indicate on Zoom on January 9th, okay, which is a Friday.
Understood, Your Honor. Yeah, Your Honor, if he does go there on the 26th to secure it and there is still items in the property, shall we wait for the 9th then, or can he?
Well, I mean, the earliest I can do would be the 5th or the 6th. We can do the 5th,
I understand, because.
because of the holiday and whatnot. We could do the 5th. But
Right, I understand.
Mr. Henderson, if the items are not out by the 26th and everybody's coming back, and we have to come back, and for some reason, well, let me say, for reasons that are not attributable to Mr. Mazer, the court would enter writ of eviction on January 5th
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
because you have plenty of notice. The court's attempting to have this resolved, so there isn't a judgment against anybody. But if you are not out on the 26th, and it's not for reasons attributable to Mr. Mazer, then a writ will issue on January 5th,
Okay, Your Honor.
and there will not be an order of dismissal that's entered. Okay?
Your Honor, just to clarify, regarding the access to the building, Mr. Mazer, because of the concern about the power and the heat, he said, Mr. Henderson, that he changed the front door lock and left the key in the mailbox because he had to get in there to make sure the heat and the water, that the water was off and that the power was, which it wasn't. The second point, the front door lock is changed out, Mr. Major writes. I put a key in the mailbox for you. I shut the water off in the bathroom, don't turn it on. So that's the last communication my client sent him. So I just want to make sure there is a key, there is access to it. So it's in the mailbox.
It's in the front.
He's got access to the building through the back.
The back door still, but yeah, if he got there and tried the key in the front, there is a key in the front mailbox.
Okay, but the other key for the back still works.
The back that's how you've been accessing the property.
Yeah, that's
correct?
right, access to the property. Yeah.
Okay, so that we're all clear. Mr. Mazer is going to return $500 to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That is separate from you moving your stuff out by December 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't want anybody saying, oh, well, he didn't give me my $500, so I'm still there. That's separate.
Yep.
Similar to parenting time and child support, separate. Okay?
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Question. I'm 26. When I inspect the property, I'll give him a check for $500 to make sure his stuff is out. Is that okay?
If that's how you want to do it.
Well, I want to make sure his stuff is out. I want to make sure the lots, I'm going to change the lot.
Again, the $500 is not dependent on the property within the property.
Well,
It's separate. If you want to give him the $500 upon looking at it, that's your choice. If you want to give him the $500 next week, that's your choice. But the $500 is not dependent on Mr. Henderson being out by the 26th.
Well, I was going to have the locksmith with me and change the locks that day. That way I just,
Well, sir, let me also just say this, right? The 26th, the 26th. I don't know if he's going to have if he has movers moving stuff until 11:45 p.m. I have no idea. I didn't say a specific time on the 26th, but 26th.
At the end of the day to the 26th.
Correct.
So, yeah, if you guys can communicate and be on the same page, and Mr. Henderson, you communicate with my client and say, yep, I'm out or whatever, and you guys meet, and they're changing the locks, that's fine. But we can't have you changing the locks at 5:30 on the 26th. We don't want to be changing the locks. We don't want to be changing.
all right, well, I'm meeting him on the 26th.
Meeting who on the 26th?
I'm going to inspect the building on the 26th, give him his $500 security deposit back.
Okay, so that's great, Mr. Henderson.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand that that's the intent of Mr. Mazer.
Yes, sir.
So perhaps you want to try to make sure you have everything out of there at a reasonable hour,
Okay, Your Honor.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, again, Mr. Mazer, if something happens and he's not out by 6 or 7 o'clock p.m., the time you guys had already agreed upon, he still has some items he has to move, right? He still has to the end of the 26th to move those items,
That's fine. The end of the 26th. That's
right? So, I mean, I don't know what time you're leaving on the 27th, but maybe you want to set something for 8 a.m.
right. I leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, but like I said, I'm going to wait.
So then maybe you set something for 8 a.m. on Saturday, the 27th. Then that way you know that everything's out, and then you don't have to stress about what time things are going to be done or anything like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do. The earlier the better. Getting a hold of him is kind of hard to do. So I'm trying to set a time up right
It
now.
seems though it's hard for both of you to get a hold of each other.
Let's just say 3 o'clock on December 26th, right? I'll meet you there, the $500 check. I'll inspect the building.
You said on the 26th, right?
December 26th, the day after Christmas at 3 o'clock.
All right, just follow me.
And I'll meet you there. I'll inspect the building. If I like what I see, I'll give you the check for $500.
What you mean, like what you see, because everything,
No. Okay, see, now you're starting to count. No, hold on, pause. No, what I'm saying is this. If you don't like what you see, sir, that's kind of too bad. Because your $500 refund, your $500 that you're giving back to Mr. Henderson is not dependent on the status of the property.
I understand the building is in some need. I just want to make sure her stuff is out.
Then I don't know why you're setting something for 3 o'clock on the 26th. I'm going to say this. Don't set anything up for the 26th. Set it for Saturday, the 27th, Saturday morning, 8 a.m.
yes, sir.
Do it that way. Because now what you're doing is you're setting up a time on the 26th where he may not have his stuff out. He has until the 26th. He has until the 26th, 11:59 p.m. Technically, it's still the 26th. Okay? And I'm giving him until the 26th because that's before you leave on the 27th, taking into account 2 holidays in there. December 24th and December 25th.
All right, so while you're here, Judge, I'd like to set up a time where we can meet. It's hard.
I already set it up, 8 AM on the 27th.
8 AM on.
At the building.
I'm fine.
Yes.
8 a.m.
A check for $500 is being handed to Mr. Henderson.
Let's do it at,
8 AM on the
let's
26th.
do it at 9 AM.
8 AM. We already agreed. We already.
8 AM, I already said that. That way you can get on the road as soon as you can. 8 AM,
Okay,
okay?
fair enough.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you for, hearing us out. Sorry we wasted your time. I mean,
No, it's not a waste of time.
yeah,
It's
but
not a waste of time. You know why it's not a waste of time? Because sometimes individuals that are not emotionally involved, which the two of you are, can look at it with a different perspective. So that's what I'm here for. Not a waste of time at all.
got you, Your Honor.
Okay? All right. Have a good holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Off the record.